Hello and welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Games. Here we are on the day that we have been savouring for weeks. It is the RTX3080 launch day for GeForce NOW in the EU. We're bringing you a quick video today just to show you how to get the best out of your settings in the app, so that you're really taking advantage of that, that step up and that tier that we are seeing delivered by GeForce NOW in the 3080. So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. So we are talking about obviously the GeForce NOW app, as we said, and I'm just going to switch into this mode just so that it's a little bit clearer for you to actually see where we're going. So first things first, when you have been upgraded, you will notice in the top hand corner that it will actually show that you're on the RTX 3080 rather than where it used to show you were a founder. Okay, and then if you come across to the left hand side where you've got the usual lines, you can then come down to settings. Obviously, it shows your membership and all the usual stuff that you are kind of accustomed to, your server location. But the areas that we're going to focus on today are these areas down here where we are looking at streaming quality and when we're looking at in-game graphics settings. So by default, when you open the app, as you will see, I have actually reset mine back to what it was just to kind of show you the way through this. So by default, it's normally set on balanced. In order to get the best out of the RTX 3080 tier, what you want to do is set it to custom, and then you'll actually see some of the changes that come down here where we've got the max bitrate. You can leave that at auto, that's not a problem. Then you've got resolution of your monitor. So hopefully with it being able to stream up to 1440, you've got it connected to a 1440p monitor. And then you've got frame rate, which again, dependent on your monitor, whether it's 60 or beyond, you've got the 60 frames per second or the 120 for the frame rate. And make sure that the VSync is set to adaptive to take advantage of the adaptive sync technology that we've spoken about in previous episodes. If you haven't seen that one and you do want to understand a little bit more about it, then obviously hop back into the channel and you will see kind of the video that we've got there, which is labeled as what is adaptive sync. And then obviously you can leave the adjust poor network conditions toggle selected if you wish. Now, one other thing that we spoke about is the fact that with the RTX 3080 tier, you have persistent in-game settings. Now, by default, this toggle is turned off. So as we see here, to turn on the save your changes in in-game graphics settings, when turned off, NVIDIA recommended graphics settings are used. This setting will take effect the next time you launch a game. So when you obviously launch the game and you kind of put your settings, and you've got it set up the way that you want, and especially with the 3080 tier, you're going to want to push, things as to the max. If you flick that toggle, then obviously whenever you come out of the game and then go back into the game, it will then have those persistent settings, as we say. And that brings us very nicely back to the games menu, and then off you go. Pick whatever game that it is that you want to be hopping into and enjoying. There's plenty of options that are out there, and we are going to have some, there's more content on the channel today just to celebrate kind of the launch of the 3080 tier going live. We're going to be having lots of different little clips from games that we recommend you checking out in your library just to take full advantage of that new 1440 and of course 120 frames per second. Of course, if you have got a mobile that does support 120 frames per second, then in terms of going through the settings, it's all pretty much in exactly the same place. On the Android app, you'll click the settings, and then kind of go into the, hit the tier that you're on. It will say GeForce Now RTX3080. Hit in there, and you'll be able to have your stream settings and look exactly the same as it does in the GeForce Now app. It's really good because it makes it nice and simple, because you've got continuity through each of the applications. Hopefully that's made this nice and simple, and you can now go and get the best out of your GeForce Now application on that brand new shiny 3080 tier. So we will see you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.